Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here, bringing you yet another One Piece chapter reaction and review. It is 7:14 in the morning. For some people, it may be early in the morning, but for me, it's a Friday. So, time to see where we left off from last time and find out what actually happens with, all the weapons being ready for the rebellion, finding out that Onimaru is actually Gyukimaru. Then Hiyori saying that she's going to give Zoro, in exchange for the legendary Shisui blade that belonged to Ryuma, she's going to give Zoro her father's blade, the late Oden, Kozuki Oden's blade, Enma, the only thing to ever injure Kaido. The one weapon that actually gave Kaido his scar. I want to find out more. So let's move on to it with chapter 954, like giving wings to a dragon. Gangbags on Oh My Family, volume 5. They cannot pass over the red line because of the ongoing reverie. Yo, they are running right into the red line where all those marine ships are. Because the reverie is still going on. And also, the title, like giving wings to a dragon, it has like a little note on the end of it. TN, this is a Japanese idiom. Didn't substitute in an English idiom due to the dragon symbolism. Possible English equivalents are the icing on the cake or adding fuel to the fire. Ooh, that just puts this whole chapter into a brand new light for me now. The day of the final battle draws closer. Wano Country, Ringo. 7 days left until the raid on Onigashima. The samurai have managed to obtain a large supply of weapons. You must not, Lady Hiyori. You cannot give away Lord Oden's keepsake. And Kappa Kawamatsu is there, and Zoro hasn't said anything. My father, Kozuki Oden, was a swordsman who used the dual long blade style. Dual long blade style? Ooh. Before my father's execution. And let me see. My brother and I were each entrusted with one blade. My brother holds Ame no Habakiri, whilst I was given Enma. Tien, translated as Snake Slayer of Takamagahara. It is said to be one of Susanoo's swords, in which he used to slay the Yama no Orochi. This is a real sword which is currently enshrined in the Isonokami Shrine in Japan. Really now? 2 swords that were used by Susanoo to take down Yama no Orochi. Who do we know with that name? I feel it's going to play into this. So, apparently Momonosuke has the Ame no Habakiri, and Hiyori has Enma. Interesting. And these 2 swords together. That's interesting. Okay, moving on. I'm getting distracted here. Long ago, both of these swords were forged by 2 famous blacksmiths whose names reach far and wide. These swords have honorable origins. Exactly so. This is why you must not give it away, princess. How can you give it away so easily to someone of unknown origins? He cannot wield Lord Oden's sword. I do not know what events occurred for the sword god. He's known as the sword god? For the sword god Ryuma's sword, Shisui, to end up in your hands. How revered is Ryuma for him to be known as a sword god? However, to this country, it is a sacred treasure whose disappearance caused the whole country to grieve. I'm pretty sure Moria stole it, which is what Zoro is thinking to himself. So please, return Shisui to us. Well, if you're going to give me a replacement, then I guess it's okay. I did not get to know Ryuma when we crossed swords, even if it was just his corpse. Fine, okay, I'll give you guys back the sword, but at least let me visit his grave afterwards. He is delusional. Are you sure about him, princess? The people of Wano have no idea the capabilities of devil fruits outside of Wano, so Of course, it would sound far-fetched that Zoro clashed swords with Ryuma, even though Ryuma's been dead for who knows how long. The flower... Oh, we're back at the flower capital! The samurai imprisoned in the Rasetsu district have yet to be released, and there's silence. Darn it, what should we do? And Basil Hawkins is lying beaten against the wall with Law holding his sword up to him. Tell me what happened to the pirate alliance between Kid Apu and yourself. Oh, we get to find out how everything got set in place of where it is right now. We were set up. Scratchman Apu was already working under Kaido. That monster Kaido said to us, "If you want to become my subordinates, then I will welcome you with open arms." He has been recruiting strong soldiers for his army for a long time, in order to have the world's strongest army. Back then, my chance of victory was 0%. Escape chance, 0%. Submission to survive, chance, 40%. I had no choice. But Kid and Killer were a different story. They tried facing him head-on and fought until they both collapsed. But Kaido never kills people like that. He always does whatever it takes to break their spirit until they submit. I can't imagine Kid bending the knee to him, so he's probably dead. As for the rest of his crew, if you want to save your captain, then do this and that, is what he probably told them. In the end, Orochi is going to do whatever he wants with them. The 4 emperors are monsters compared to us. Common sense doesn't apply to them. You're doing pretty well in your alliance with Straw Hat. You came here together on good terms, but how do you feel now? Have you changed your mind? And apparently there's a slash, and Law says it's none of your concern. Yo, so Scratchman was already working with Kaido. It's really starting to get bright. Hold one. Okay, we're good now. It got really, really bright. Hold on, let me make sure the camera looks fine. I gotta move it over just a little bit. It really is bright, but I'll just deal with it. The sun came out of nowhere. Man, it's bright today. So Scratchman Apu was working with Kaido when Kid, Hawkins, and Killer and all the rest of them met up to make their own alliance. He was already working with Kaido. What are the odds that when Kaido crash landed right where they were on the island, Scratchman told him where they were going to be? And seeing it as a chance to try and commit suicide, since that's one of his hobbies, he decided to jump off a sky island that was directly above them. And since it didn't kill him, he just resorted to trying to submit them and get him into his crew. What are the odds that Scratchman really did set them up and told Kaido where they were going to be? And that's why Kaido landed there. There's no way that it was just so random for Kaido to land on that island. Scratchman knew, and Scratchman told him. That's my theory. But there's a slash, and Law says it's none of your concern. And apparently there's someone standing, and Law notices, and they don't say anything to him. If letting me escape is part of some grand plan of yours, then I'll go along with it. But who is this person he's talking to? 6 days until the raid on Onigashima. Udon prisoner mines. Pretend that it's Kaido's skin. Think of your defeat. Remember being unable to do anything, even though you gave it your all. Luffy is still training. Time is running out. Our enemy is a monster, but you can definitely do it. He is punching through the steel as if it was jelly. And he's picturing Kaido. Yo, the days are passing during these pages! And Luffy's is screaming as he pictures Kaido's face. 5 days until the raid on Onigashima. Yo, we're cutting so many days in half. We don't have to worry about the next chapter, and it's still saying 7 days. The days are passing with every other page in this chapter. Kuri, Amigasa Village. This is Kinemon. The picture you all have has been slightly altered. There are 2 lines on the Habu snake's stomach. This is Lord Yasuie's final message. Kuri Port Itachi, Ship Maintenance Squad. 2 lines, I see, understood. Good. Is that Kinemon? I'll make all these ships good as new again. Super! Leave it to me. Leave it to us. Udon Weapon Preparation Squad. 2 lines. Oh. That says, Grandpa Hio. Ringo's Sword Recovery Squad. As expected from Lord Yasuie. Kibi Rebel Commander Squad. Okay, understood. They're just as amazing as I imagined. It's been a while since we've seen Nami. They're just as amazing as I imagined. The citizens of Wano figured it out the moment it was pointed out. So what exactly do they mean, those lines on the Habu snake? Gotcha. You would only be able to understand if you knew the names of all the ports in Wano. At first, because we drew as Habu snake, it indicated that we would assemble at Port Habu. But now there are 2 pairs of legs on it. All of the ports in this country are named after animals. It may be a bit too long, but if you put legs on a snake, it becomes a lizard. TN... It's showing something. Where is it? TN Tokage, lizard. All of these will be explained at the end in the reference notes. Okay. Udon's port Tokage is the lizard port. He changed our meetup spot in order to ensure that someone perceptive in the enemy ranks cannot disrupt our plans. Lord Yasuie understood what needed to be done, so he changed it at that moment. Wow. Even while he was going to be executed, he still enacted a final plan to ensure that the raid on Onigashima went on without a hitch. My goodness, Shimotsuki Yasuie, you absolute mad lad. What an amazing person he was, Lord Yasuie. We troubled our savior even until the very end. If we do not succeed to make his sacrifice worthwhile, it will be a warrior's greatest shame. In the past, Lord Yasuie told us this. All of you will become the country's guardians. And, everyone is assembled, all of the 9 scabbards. We still have much to do, but thanks to everyone's efforts, our forces are increasing to our desired numbers. We have yet to hear anything about Denjiro. Yo, that is one! He is the last missing 9 scabbard. But we have 7 retainers of the Kozuki family gathered here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, not everyone's there. We're still missing 2 people. And everyone's here. Brooke, Sanji, everybody. How impressive. Our goal of gathering 5,000 people is no longer an impossible dream. That's right, everyone's amazing. Yoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Stop wasting time. Yes, let us begin the strategy meeting. Okay, there's another page. This is only page 11, so I still got some more pages to go. This may seem like a sudden revelation, but there are actually 2 ways to enter Wano country. The first is to have a carp pull your ship up the waterfall. This method is hit or miss. The second method is to enter the cave behind the waterfall. What? There's a cave? Like an easy way in? Of course, this is only possible with the permission of Kaido or Orochi. At the end of the cave is Port Mogura. From there, both crew members and cargo will be pulled up using a gondola. Wow. That's cool. So it's like a Wano version of the elevators for those going to the Reverie and going up the wall of the Red Line. The tunnel leads all the way to the top. They will then travel across Hakumai to reach their destination. Hello? Yo, it's Scratch Man! We're finally hearing him! Where has he been? Hello, Kaido-san. I've arrived in Hakumai. What? Did you come back to attend the banquet as well? Of course! We can't miss the Golden Kagura, which only happens once a year. Tien Kagura is a ceremonial art/ritual where maidens perform sacred music and dance to communicate with gods. The ones who refuse to join your crew don't know what they're missing on. We're gonna make this year's flashier than ever. Now that's what Kaido's saying that. We're gonna make this year's flashier than ever. Now that's what I like to hear. Let's do it! And Scratchman and his crew are going about their business, but there's some kids there.
Who is that? It is a number from Onigashima. We need to get away from here fast, or we'll be eaten.
Oh, King and Queen! It seems the numbers have returned. Huh? They're attending the banquet? They've all got drinking problems, so I hate having them around. Numbers. Whoever these numbers are, they are massive-looking creature-like people. I don't know. The banquet on the night of the festival is going to be the best.
That's right, it'll be our anniversary.
What's up with them? When did they become friends while trying to kill each other? Okay. Big Mom and Kaido are just casually drinking and just having fun. They were just trying to kill each other. We've been denied another Yonko battle. We've been denied! Hey, listen up, you lot. What is it? We, the Beast Pirates,
and the Big Mom Pirates have decided to form a
pirate alliance? I'm sorry? The Beast Pirates and the Big Mom Pirates have decided to form a pirate alliance. These Big Mom and Kaido are just drinking. One Piece will be on break next week. It will resume in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 42. Everyone just says, huh? We'll go all out to kill each other
after we take over the world together.
The worst alliance. Chapter 954 end. Have y'all lost y'all mind? Oda, why are you so good at exceeding expectations? D&D, y'all need to learn. That's why season 8 was so bad. Really? Out of all the things, why is Oda so good at keeping us guessing? Big Mom and Kaido forming an alliance together was the last thing I was expecting. Okay, let's just go from the beginning. And to think that I'm going to have to do a reflection on all these chapters tomorrow, since tomorrow is the last day of August, and One Piece Reflections tomorrow, so everyone be prepared. Wow, this is not something that I was expecting. We're going to be going on break next week, so I need to keep that in mind, but wow, really, wow. I have never seen a Yonko alliance before. I've seen Yonko talk to each other, and most of the time it has never gone without people clashing swords. But Big Mom and Kaido are going to form a pirate alliance, a Yonko alliance. This is the very thing that I remember. Y'all remember when Akainu and Kizaru were listening in on the conversation that Big Mom and Kaido were having. And Kaido was saying that how he was going to kill Big Mom if she came to Wano trying to take Luffy's head. And the very thing that the Marines feared was Big Mom and Kaido forming an alliance. And Kizaru was out in the background like, you want me to go split this up? You want me to go handle this? But their worst fear has now come to pass. Big Mom and Kaido have now joined forces. They say they're going to kill each other after they take over the world together, but Big Mom and Kaido have formed one of the biggest and possibly one of the most dangerous alliances that pretty much One Piece has ever made, because one side has Kaido and Queen and King and all the people who are strong on his side. The other side has Big Mom, Katakuri, and pretty much everyone else. Meshed together in one big Yonko alliance. Everything that has happened in this chapter, Luffy training with Grandpa Hiyu, the alliance now getting everything settled, with Yasuye making it so that it goes without a hitch, because his final words was actually a new way of making a brand new meetup point so that the rebellion would not get interfered with if a person on the inside, if there was a mole on the inside, they wouldn't be able to tell what that means now. So the alliance is still going, the rebellion is still going strong. Everyone, something's in my eye, get out of there. But everyone is going about their business, setting everything up for the alliance, and we're just mere days away. We're like, what, 4 or 5 days? Hold on, let me check. It says that the last we see, it says that we're 5 days away from the assault on Onigashima. Then we find out that there's two ways to get into Wano. There's a secret waterfall. There's a waterfall with a secret entrance that just brings you straight from the sea level all the way up until Wano itself via gondola. And Scratchman Apoo finally makes his appearance ever since joining with Kaido. And we find out that there's another group of the Beast Pirates known as the Numbers. We have the Gifters. We have the... What is the other group? We have the Waiters, the Gifters, and the ones that laugh a lot, the failed ones. Not the Smilers, or the Laughers, or the... I forget the exact name. But now we have a new group called the Numbers. And they look like monsters. Like, their silhouettes are just horns and spikes and fangs and teeth. And they're big enough to dwarf the area that Scratchman Apoo are. So they're just absolutely massive. But everything that has transpired in this chapter is now overshadowed by the fact that two Yonko are now about to create their own alliance to take over the world. I'm done. Wow. There's nothing more I could say to this. This is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. I can't even move my lips. Only moderately, but really, wow. This is not what I was expecting at all. Sorry if I'm not screaming. I'm pretty sure some of my family members are still asleep, and it's still 7 a.m. But there's nothing else I can say but wow. Oh, also, we got references. The ports of Wano. Oda often creates names with different written and spoken meanings. As such, the ports each mean the following. Port Kaeru means port return, or pronunciation meaning means port frog. Port Mogura means port dive/dig, with the pronunciation meaning port mole. Port Habu means port blade martial arts, also known as port Habu snake. Port Tokage means port shadow, with the pronunciation meaning port lizard. Port Itachi means port dandy or date. Date is or date. Date is a surname in Japan, with the pronunciation meaning port weasel. And port Neko, it means port root, which has a pronunciation meaning of port cat. Is that the end? Yeah, that's the end. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest alliance in One Piece history has officially commenced. The world wasn't ready for when supernovas were making an alliance together. The world is going to lose its absolute mind, especially the world government and the Marines, when they find out that their worst fear, Big Mom and Kaido, have now joined forces with one another. Wow. What a chapter to leave us out on, Oda. Really. You really put it out there, didn't you? This chapter is amazing. Don't mistake my tone of voice and my somber looking face for thinking that this is I don't know how to feel, to be honest. Like, this chapter is amazing, and it's also scary because Yonkos are teaming up. I don't know. You guys let me know what you thought of this chapter as a whole. I need to go lie down and think about just like a single Yonko by themselves is capable of destroying a lot. 2 Yonko working together, the world is gone. Let me know what you guys thought of this chapter. With that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in the next video. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples.